So yes, we have started the video. This is regarding food and beverage service department questions and answers on interview. Basically, as a candidate in food and beverage service department, either associate or supervisor or executives or assistant restaurant manager and restaurant manager, if you are going for giving any interview. So basically, which type of questions your interviewer will ask you, that is the topic. So we will see today. So basically, everyone knows that all the positions define different level of question and answer. Although there is a one common questions everyone knows. अगर आप वीडियो देख रहे हो आपको भी ये पता है. अगर आप इंटरव्यू देने जा रहे हो, they will ask you common question, that is about tell me yourself. Tell me about yourself. Okay, so this video I already made on prior. You can go to my channel and subscribe my channel and see what all are the videos I already made before. Okay, so now we will start from the fresher. I mean, if you talk about you just pass out from the college and you have just completed your industrial training or you have completed your on-job training. Now, if you are giving interview for associate level, so the main point is for which position you are giving the interview, applying for the position's job responsibilities, you must know. Like if you are applying for food and beverage service associate, before applying you must have a confidence in between you that yes, you know all about the food and service, beverage service associate job responsibilities. Then only you can cross the interview, you can crack the interview. So now let's see, apart from your tell me about yourself, what all are the questions is there. First of all, they will ask you, they will define you that what exactly you have learned in your previous company, or if you done your industrial training in between during your industrial training periods, what you learn. So they will trying to ask you those things. Okay, where you work on this hotel, in which outlet, how many months you have did your industrial training. Like okay, during my 6 months of industrial training, I have completed 2 months in F&B service, and I have completed 2 months in housekeeping, and I have completed 2 months, 1 month in front office or 1 month in kitchen. So now they will ask you why you are interested in food and beverage service department, why you are not interested in kitchen or housekeeping. Now your turn. You have to give the answer like technically. What is the reason you are choosing food and beverage service department? So here you have to talk about that I am finding myself to growth in food and beverage service department, as the food and beverage service department always in the front of the hotel. They are dealing with the guest, and I am finding my career growth in this department, and I am well confident to speak to the guest, and I love to giving service to the guest, and every day I like to meet new people. Okay, so from here your interviewer will check what exactly you want to do and what is the reason you are choosing the department. Second, they will ask you what you learned in those 2 months in your industrial training, you work in the hotel, the previous hotel. Either you know about your restaurant table setup or the cleaning of your areas, side station. Do you know about the buffet setup, or do you know the basic like how to do the wiping, how to pouring the water, and type of service, what is the silver service, what is the garido service, what is the buffet service. So they will check the basic. If you are able to give those basic answer, that means you are selected. Okay. So this is all about your fresher questions and answers. But if you are already as an associate, you are working somewhere else, but you want to change that hotel, you applied to other hotel because of luxury brand, or because of the salary variance maybe, or so and so reason, you can tell them. So as you are moving from the same position like associate to associate, I mean waiter to waiter. So here, being as a interviewer, I will ask you what is your job responsibility, where you are working now. Okay. Now I'll ask you, tell me different varieties of beer with your country name. Now tell me the reason for your whiskey. Tell me wine reason, French. Okay. Now they will ask you the questions from your job responsibility. What you used to do there. They will check whether you know type of service, how to take the order. Okay. And of course they will check your restaurant name and restaurant timing, what cuisines food you are serving there, what is your buffet price. Those all they will check from you. Also they will check like, okay, tell me if there is any problems happen in the restaurant, what you will do, because you are the associate, you are the first person who is dealing with the guest, correct? So being as an interviewer, I like to check either if in my restaurant, if any complaints or any problem is coming, that time what exactly you will do here if I hire you, that is more important. Okay, if everything goes well, then you are selected. Okay, so now we will talk about supervisor. Now we will talk about supervisor or team leader, whatever you called. So if you are a food and beverage service associate and you are applying for a supervisor, again, before applying for the supervisor, you must know what all are the job responsibilities of food and beverage service supervisor. So now supervisor, from the supervisor level or team leader level, always people are countable. So they are countable because under you maybe there will be 20 associate, numbers of trainee who will be working and whom you supposed to give them a training, and you have to drive your restaurant. So they will check with you about your job responsibilities, what you are working in your previous property, and also they will check if they hired you, are you will be suitable for their companies, like what all are the challenges they are facing. Same challenges they will try to give you, same like cricket ball or football ball. Okay, maybe they are facing a problem regarding food complaint, then they will ask you, tell me if you found any food complaint in your restaurant, how you will handle the complaint. So the terms start from there. Here, your interviewers just want to know either you will handle a complaint or not, what all your physiologies, what term you are using while you are giving the answer, how you are dealing with the customer. They will check. So here you have to follow all the process about how to resolve a guest complaint. Step by step, there is a process how to resolve a guest complaint. So you have to follow all the process and you have to do the needful. Here you have to give correct answer. Again, the same video I already made in my channel. You can check, and she already made on prior how to handle guest complaint. Okay, and also they will ask you how many covers restaurant, what is your restaurant APC, what is your restaurant budget, what all are the training being as a food and beverage service supervisor you supposed to take for your training. So there is basically lots of training point is there, where in food and beverage service department we used to take, like, how to resolve a guest complaint, training for the staff development, like how to upsell the beverages, menu knowledge, how to maintain the hygienic in the restaurant, how to pick up the food from the kitchen, how to serve the food in the restaurant, okay, how to pour the water, how to pour wine, what is the combination pairing with the wine and the food. Alright, so these all training being as a supervisor you have to take for your associate. Alright, if you are applying supervisor to supervisor, that means you are already supervisor somewhere else and you are applying for your upgradation brand level or for more salary, you want to apply somewhere else. Then they will ask you about what is they will ask all those what I told before. Although there will be addition question because you are already supervisor. They will ask you what all the points or implementation you will do for my restaurant if I hire you. Alright. So they basically want to know what you will do if they hire you. Okay. So here you have to give some technical answer like revenue boosting and generate more revenue in your restaurant, what all you will do, how you will make your staff more upselling, what is your plan for your food festival, okay, how to control your breakages, how to make your guest more anticipatory, how to make your guest more satisfied. So what extra B's you are going to do. Okay, so this question will come if you are applying for supervisor to supervisor. Alright, now you come to executives. Lots of luxury hotels nowadays, they are running a restaurant by executive. I am telling you, a executive is the restaurant in charge. He used to overall responsible for the restaurant operation. Like under him they will give you 2 supervisor or 5-6 associate for a restaurant, especially fine dining, and they will give you a target to generate per month or per year. So now if you talk about food and beverage service executives, so here they will ask you what is your plan for your revenue, more revenue generation. What is your plan to bring your guest back? being as a guest, I am coming to a restaurant. So what you will do so that I will come back again? Alright, how you will track your guest? You understand? How you will make a relation with the guest, and what all are the training you are taking for your supervisor or associate. They will ask you what is P&L, profit and loss, what is your food cost, what is your beverage cost. If it is high, then why it is high. If it is less, why it is less. Those all terms you must know. And being an executive also, you must know your all the landing price, I mean the cost. If I buy a bottle of water, currently I have the Perrier, and the Perrier, if I am selling 500 rupees, so what is the purchasing price, the landing cost to my hotel, you must know. Okay, then maybe you can operate a restaurant nicely, then you know whether you have to give discount or not. Alright, so here the terms come about more revenue generation. Okay, so being as a food and beverage service executive, you will be the responsible when your managers will be not there. You have to take a decision of your restaurant, that what you have to do. Somewhere you have to take the corrective action, preventive action. So you have to take it. You should not wait for your managers. That's why you are executive. Alright, and you have to take correct. Not like, yeah, I have taken the decision, sir, I have taken the decision. But you have to take the decision in a perfect way so that your managers will not ask you any questions. That is more important. Alright, and although you must know about